Welcome back everyone. I'm Jewel and we're in the Giants editor today on the Jewel's Peaceful Valley map. It's a Farming Simulator 19 map that I'm making, and as you can see I got a lot of stuff over here I gotta tend to, but I'm making roads, and I didn't show this, and I should have showed this at the beginning when I first started, but I got out of order a little bit. So what I did here, I need to show you that I didn't show you yet, is I needed to make a roads transform group, because I had all these roads in order. These weren't here, this wasn't here, these were up there, and basically you have to click on create, click on transform group, make sure it's highlighted, go over here in the attributes box, and if it's not an attributes box, click on window, click on attributes, and one will pop up. And also if you want a scene graph, click on that, it'll pop up here. User attributes, click it, pop up there. Terrain editing, it pops up probably in order over here, more likely one here, one here. You can move them and drag them around accordingly. I could grab that one if I wanted to. I can make it move over here basically. So anyway, I have all those open. That's how you get those open. Then you're going to come here if that's highlighted, and you're going to highlight it, and you're going to name it roads with a capital S in this case, and it'll change down at the bottom. As you can see, it says roads now, and since I already have one, I'm not going to keep this one, but essentially that's what that is. Same thing, no difference. Even though these are here, I'm going to show you what I did with that. So basically I'm going to delete the one I got. You don't have to do that if you're making it yours for your roads. I'm going to go ahead and delete mine since I already have one, but otherwise you would just keep yours and do the next step. But I'm going to delete mine since I don't need it. Now, I'm going to click on roads, and it's highlighting these, but that wouldn't normally be there. It would just be one by itself. So what I'm going to do is, I had already made my roads 1, 2, 3, etc. and I didn't have them in my roads folder. So I needed to make one. So I made one. So then I clicked on roadway 1, which was up here, and then I highlighted it. Then I clicked edit, cut, click on cut, then click on roads right here, and then click edit, paste. Once I did that, it pasted the roadway 1 in the roads folder. I did the same for roadway 2. I clicked on roadway 2 where it was up here, clicked edit, cut, clicked on roads, then I clicked edit, paste. So now I need to do that again. So we're going to click on roadway 3. And at first I didn't know if it was going to cause me any trouble and move my roads, because usually you need to do this before you make anything. So it's best to always make your main transform group like roads. Maybe if you have one for buildings or structures, you need your main one. So like this one has a farmhouse and etc. Always make a main folder if it's something that's going to have everything in it, and you're going to want one of those. So in this case we have one now since it's called roads. And so we're going to click on roadway 3, going to click edit, cut, click on roads, make sure it highlights, then you're going to click edit and paste. It's going to paste it in. So we're going to find that road now. It's highlighted and it's still in the right spot, so good. So that's a good way. And another way to test it is click on it first, then you're going to right click in the middle here and hold it down so you can move around if you hadn't already done this before. And there's roadway 4. So once we highlight it, we're going to click edit, cut, click on roads, click edit, paste, and it pasted it in. And as you can see, it's highlighted and it's still in the same spot. And if you need to check them, you just go back through. There they are. So you can see that one's there, the other one's behind me, and roadway 4 is still there. So it didn't move them, which is a wonderful thing. And when you make your roads transform group, don't move it. Don't move that gizmo. You want it to all be 0. You want it to be the center of the map, center of the world, center of the universe, what have you. Okay? And so now you can see these that are in this folder or transform group, they all highlight when you click roads. And see, once you close it, you can deal with that without having it open and not have a whole list of stuff. Then you could open it and get just one, whatever. So now we're going to go on to number 5. Going to click edit, cut, click on roads, edit, paste. Now we're going to go to roadway 6, edit, cut, roads, edit, paste. There are shortcuts you can do, but I'm not worried with them right now. I'd rather just click on it. Roadway 7, edit, cut. Try to make sure you do it in order. Roads, edit, paste. Okay. Roadway 8, edit, cut, and don't go too quickly or you could mess up. Roads, edit, paste. And 9, edit, cut, roads, edit, paste. Now you probably, if you see this before you see my other videos about how to do the roads, then do the road this step first. Make the roads folder first, and then put all the roadways in that folder, and then you won't have this issue. Okay, same way, you got to make sure you put it in there. So you cut it, paste it in. Alright, so now we're going to move on. So that way each road you do, you'll be putting it in there, putting it in there, putting it in there. And you'll do it before you even build the road. So you just go on and title it and put it in there, and then build the road. Okay, now we're going to hit cut, roads, and paste. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Hope everybody's been enjoying all the different content. I've been trying to do a bunch of different things, and hope you enjoy. I try to do a little bit of everything so that everybody can enjoy. So always leave me a comment if you like something, so I know to do more of that particular video. Cut and roadways. Make sure you put it on the roads and not and something else. Then we're going to go to 13, edit, cut, roads, edit, paste, and 14, which is actually not even finished road yet. Edit, cut, put it in roads, edit, and paste. Now that's all done, and we can close it if we want it, or we can open it. And we would see, if we highlight it, all the roads highlighted. So there we go. So now I'm going to roll down to select 14 and hit F, and it'll take me to it. And let me see what we got here. Okay. So what it is I've started this one off screen. I didn't show that. Sorry, but I'm just trying to get it done, and this is a very long road. And basically I've got to take these and just keep going. I gotta fix that one. I didn't fix it yet, but I may do something completely different with that road. I don't know yet, so don't hold me to. I might turn it in and not make it meet this road, or I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. It's been too finicky, and I don't want to fight with it anymore. And I really didn't try a whole lot, but I did try some, and some of these roads can be a pain. And I don't even know how this one's gonna turn out. We'll have to see. So we'll run along, put all these down, as you can see, and it's going to go this way, and I may change that. I'm not sure how I'll do that. And then just keep trucking along, see how long it is. And that would be a really long video if I did that. And basically I would have to keep going this away, this away, this away. And essentially I guess it would stop there, unless I went this away, right here, up, around, come back down, and go straight across, and then just that be a separate road. Then this can go all the way across all that, all the way. Let me click on that and get closer to this area. And then it would come along, go this way, all the way. And again, let me click on something, get closer to this side, and it would keep coming along, straight along, around. See how that road is all one road, and just on and on it goes, and it keeps going until it gets to there. and I could either choose to connect it or not connect it or what have you. So that's why I'm not going to be able to show that on video unless I did it in little increments, because it would just that's going to take hours and hours and hours to do this road. And obviously some of these turns are going to have to be maybe changed or whatever. If it's too hard, I may have to straight shot it, I'm not sure. But basically that's how you do it. You make them come up to the edge of these roads. But if you haven't seen the other tutorials how to do these roads, check out my tutorial on it. It's a Spline Street Constructor video. But on the first video they had I had a link to get the Spline Street Constructor program or application, and the website closed down, so it's no longer there. So you're going to have to Google Spline Street Constructor and find another copy some other way, or ask a friend and see if you can get a copy of them. I don't have it set up on a Google Drive, or I'd give it to you. The channel I told you about, there was a YouTube channel in that video I told you about. He had it on a Google Drive and the marker. So if you watch his channel, subscribe to his channel, he already has it set up on one, and you could, if he still has it, you can download it. But give him some support and a like. And he did a great job on the tutorial that he did. He did 3 different ones, and I used one of them. I didn't do the other method, but you can try either which one. So check out that channel that I showed, and hopefully he still has it and you can get it. But if not, somebody's got it, just look around and ask around. But appreciate everybody. I guess I'm gonna call that an episode. I don't know if I should keep going or do a little. I guess I could do a little. Let me go click on it and go to it. If you want to go to it, click on it, anything, and highlight it, and then hit F, and it takes you pretty much to it. See, it takes you to the gizmo. Wherever the gizmo would end up, that's where it takes you. Alright, so see, we started here. And what you would do, I can't show you the whole start. It's in the other videos. There's plenty of video. All these tell you about it. The only one that hasn't is 14. That's the only one I haven't done a video on. So basically right here, you click on the last one in this case, but on the other videos you would see how to start it. Then you hit Control D when it's highlighted and drag it out. Then you can see the ground isn't right. You'd have to fix the ground and all kind of craziness. So you can lower this, and then you could tilt this a little, but you don't want to go too tilted. And you can turn this a little, and you're going to probably go this way in order to tilt it this way a little bit. Maybe go down a little more and do it something like that. And then what you can do is back off of it, come up here to the terrain sculpt mode, click that. If you don't know anything about that, I have tutorials on these functions, most of them, and different other tutorials, so check that out. You come over here to the terrain editing. I pick the round brush. I also pick, on this case, I would pick add on the left mouse button, and I would come here and just press the left mouse button and add it. But in this case, it's moving up very slowly. So if you wanted that to go higher, faster, you're going to gently move these over. Just a little bit, it's probably a little too much, and they're gonna go, it's gonna raise the ground faster. So watch, see, now it's going fast. And then you're gonna, if you roll down here, you see I have the smooth on the right mouse button. You can choose add, smooth, subtract, replace, remove. I've never used remove. I've only used replace, subtract, smooth, and add. But in this case, I usually leave smooth on the right mouse button. And then once you go too high like that, say you cleaned it up, you go ahead and hit smooth, and it knocks it back off of there a little bit without taking it all away. And you just clean it up, get the front, smooth it out. And if it won't smooth anymore to get rid of something that you didn't like, you go ahead and put it on subtract. So you click on the left one, subtract, scroll this down a little, tap it once, and you're done. So that's how you do that. Then you click this off so you can move in and out now, and you're pretty well good to go. If you like, you can move it down a little more, but at this point, usually a little gap it's not a problem. So anyway, that's how you would do it. And then if you're finished with it and you say that looks good, it should be okay, and you want to keep it where it can kind of flow. You don't want to make a road twist where a road wouldn't twist. So if it's too high up, distance too low down, it'll be a problem. So you're gonna have to check all that out as you go. Now we're gonna hit Control D as in dog, and it duplicated it. And now we're gonna roll up, drag it out, lower it, tilt it a little, not much, tilt it right about there, lift it, tilt it, trying to level it a little bit. It's kind of hard to do, and it's probably going to be a problem here, but I'm just trying to show you. I can always adjust it later. I'm not too concerned with that. Sometimes you can drag it barely over a hair. Come up here, click on sculpt mode, make sure it's on add. So a lot of little things you got to do. Just have to remember things. Don't panic if something don't work. Just think for a minute, what did I change, what did I do, and usually you can figure it out. Smooth it out, and if it don't smooth, take it to subtract, tap, 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 tap off a little bit further the edge, just so you can get it off of there, and take it off of there, roll in, have a look, pretty much what you want. You know, it's a little bit wonky. This should probably go down. We can smooth that down if we don't like that. You can hit subtract, make this go down, this heel go down, and tilt this in this way. But make sure that when you change these right here, that they don't look all weird and where a road wouldn't be able to handle it, because you'll get weird stuff like this happening. But in that case, I did that on purpose. If you know anything about these little markers, it does that, and sometimes you do have to get them further out to get them to work right. But if you'll look back, you'll see the video and understand. But anyway, now we move on to this one, and we hit Control D, drag it out with the blue, lift it up with the green, or roll in if you can't see it. Just roll in and get a better angle. Lift it up, tip it over with this, bring it back a little. You don't want to go too far from each one. If there's a big ground change, you want to try to keep it at a reasonable pace or what have you. Like I say, these are going to be deleted and moved because I'm not liking how it was acted. So if you don't like it, just change it. It's not that big of a deal. Don't spend too much time on something that don't want to cooperate. Just change it and move on. Otherwise, you're going to just frustrate yourself, and you probably won't get where you need to get. Alright, so this one needs to... See how much of a tilt this one is? See, we're probably going to have to flatten all that out and make it more of a flat area, but I'm just getting it in place. It's not that big of a deal for me to change it off screen later. Make sure that these planes are in order. So if you start here, it needs to start where it started, the next one, so on, and you keep coming along. So it all needs to be in order. So when this one's clicked, it needs to be, in the line here. All of them need to fall into place. So when you're clicking on them, they need to fall in order. If this one pops up out of order in this list in here, you're going to have a problem. It's not going to work. So make sure that's a major troubleshooting thing. Always check that. If you're having problems, go through them, click it one by one down the list. Make sure they're all going doot, 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 doot. Okay? Like that sound effect? That's the best one ever. Alright. So now we're going to click this. Click add, and this is just some fundamental things, the add and stuff like that. And like I say, we're going to change all that anyway, but this is real quick for a video, get the idea out there. Mostly about the road part that I showed you earlier, what I wanted this video out for, to make sure that the ones that was doing it knew that I didn't add that part, and I forgot to do that. I wasn't focused on it because I wasn't like going that far yet, and then I was like, uh-oh, Should have undid that. But you can see that road would probably be a little too wonky. We'd have to lower this side, tilt these up, this side down, this side up, level it out a little more. It can do turns like that, but you just got to do it right. Then you would click on here, Control D, and move along. And then you just do the same thing over and over again, adjusting it to the ground that you're working on. And always get on this side when you want to tip it back, so it makes it easier. It's harder to do if you don't. If you mess up, hit undo. Just come up here and click undo once, and try not to mess up like multiple times in a row. If you mess up one time and you say you flip that and you're like, oh, I don't like that, go on and go click undo. Don't click and click and click so that you got to go way back through. It's best to go on and fix it. Sometimes if you don't, this program kind of crash on you. So we're just going to lower this and get it in place kind of where we want it. Good enough for now. I'm going to change it obviously because the other ones, and you're just going to smooth it out and then get this part up, smooth that back down, because you're trying to make it where the road's going to do nicely when you transition on it. Okay, now subtract, tap, 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 tap. Notice I'm not holding it down. And remember, change these to lower if you don't want it to go so fast. The higher it is up here, the faster it's going to drop or go up. The lower it is, the slower it's going to go. So just change it accordingly. Don't panic. Just think about what you're doing, and once you're done, turn that off and hit save, so you don't lose your work, and you should be good. Now I'm not going to do all these on screen, obviously, at least not, I don't plan to. So anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Trying to keep it reasonable, the length of the video reasonable. So, but it starts from here, like I said. It starts, see how it's the top one, then you click the next one, it should be the next one over here, the next one, so on and so forth. They all need to be in order. If they're not, you're going to have problems. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed map making in the Giants editor with me. Stay tuned, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Help me reach 1,000. Help me reach my 4,000 watch hours if you can. Watch these videos over and over, and make sure the volume's up. I hear that it don't count if the volume's not up, but I don't know if that's true. I just heard it, so I don't know. But I appreciate everybody. Hope you enjoy. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Stay tuned for more map making. I'm trying to get this road done and these others so I can get started on other things. Maybe do the power poles, power lines, move on. So stay tuned. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.